So it has been debut week. We have introduced new brands that if you are loving what you already enjoy here at QVC, even more to love. And what's exciting about the brand Christian James is when you meet the gentleman who brings it to us, who designs it for us, well, that may be a familiar face to you. So let me bring him in and tell you the story. Hello, my friend Scott Grimes.
So good to see you.
Oh, you too. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
On the debut of Christian James,
Yes.
which is your brand new jewelry collection.
Yes.
So I would love for you to tell the story because many of our friends will remember you from your time.
Pour yourself a cup of coffee. So, long story short, I turned 50 a year and a half ago, and I think like all of us, then we start to reevaluate what's the next, hopefully the next 50 will be.
Sure.
And I decided to go into my second act by doing what I love, which is creating solid sterling silver, gold, beautiful gemstones, which I've done for over 20 years in high-end. But I wanted to come and tell my story. So no more traveling the world for everybody else.
Yeah.
It's now, it was time to come home. And I think what we learn in our second act of life, we have stories we would like to share. And so that gave birth to this Christian James collection, which is named after my son, Christian James.
Oh, I will tell you, we have a big deal as part of the debut of the Christian James by Scott Grimes jewelry collection. And this sterling silver two-tone ripple ring has already been so popular. We're bringing you an encore presentation this morning. Over 2,000 of these, Scott.
Okay, so but do you like it? I want you all to like it, don't get me wrong, but I've known Leah for years, so is this something you would love?
I love it.
Okay.
I absolutely love it. And I would love for you to talk about ripple,
yes.
What that means, not only in the design, but sort of what inspired the design.
Okay, so let's go back to that second act. Okay?
Yeah.
No, because we start thinking about our first 50 years,
yeah.
And like how we want to see the next 50. So I've always loved the quote by Mother Teresa, and I'm going to mess it up, but along the lines, I alone cannot change the world, but I can cast a stone across the waters that create many ripples. And when I look at my first 50 years, I put a lot of ripples out there. Some phenomenal, some I'd like to take back, okay? Like all of us. And so as I move forward over the next 50 years, I look at my family, I look at my friends, I look at my children, I look at every breath I take, and what is that putting out as my legacy for the rest of my life?
I love that. You know, it's interesting because at first glance, and when you say, do you like it? I absolutely loved it, and I loved it from the beginning. And the thing that drew me in, first of all, I mean, look at this beautiful band. It's the texture that you see here. And by the way, this is sterling silver and 18 karat gold over sterling silver. You've got this oxidized design that really showcases the ripple detail that I see in this gorgeous textural band. And so everything about it is something that I would be thrilled to wear. But we know that our jewelry tells a story, and I love that.
Well, and it becomes your armor, your storyteller. And I just wanted to pull on the 2 decades of high-end designer jewelry. So as you said, it's an individually cast solid sterling silver. Please don't think it's going to be dinky. Like you're going to get it home, wear it here and there, and then after a while, you know where you put a little tape behind it. Please, we've all been in that life too.
Oh, my
But
goodness.
so it's solid through. And then you have that gorgeous frame of that 18 karat gold clad. And what I love about from a design but also a styling point of view, mixing sterling silver with that 18 karat gold allows you to mix all of your metals. And then as we go into this fall season, even as you have your Patricia Nash bag on, look how that gold is pulling the warmth
I love it.
in from there. So it's just, it's an easy styling point of view, but it's a beautiful upgrade and there's an elegance to it.
So our sizes in the brand new Christian James by Scott Grimes sterling silver two-tone ripple ring are 5 through 11. And whether you're wearing it on a ring finger, I love the idea of this on a middle finger or index finger.
Yes.
I love that. If you wanted to, I think the way this is done, if you want to stack this with other things, you certainly could do that.
Could add a little sparkle on either side if you wanted to.
Yes, but it's the, I mean, and look at the dimension. I want you to see, not only do you have the ripple detail and the dimension there, but you can see how it just like the sort of ripple and dimensional beautiful design is one that you will never tire of. I love jewelry that every time I put it on, I'm as happy about making that decision as I was the very first time. This is that kind of ring.
And do know, while it looks like a really pretty band ring, I've tapered it so it's got a great comfort fit. And when you get it home, do me a favor, on the inside, the back grill, you're gonna see the ripples as well, but it's as though I've dropped the pebbles of life in there, and I've hidden a heart inside there. So when you get it home, find the heart.
Oh.
Or put your glasses on if you're like me and find that heart.
All right. Oh, I see the inside. It's gorgeous. Thank you, Scott.
I appreciate you, and good morning, everyone. Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's been a pleasure.
Take care, my
That
friend.
is